Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Maryland Apex Accelerator webinar. Glad you could join us today. I'm your host, Yasmin Razak, and I'm the Marketing and Training Coordinator. Today's topic is doing business with Howard County government, and it is led by Mahesh Sabnani, who is the Equal Business Opportunity Program Coordinator at Howard County Government Office of Procurement and Contract Administration. So we're glad to have Mahesh with us today. We will get started very shortly, and there will be opportunities for you to ask Mahesh your questions by typing them in the chat box on your screen. We will pause for Q&A at the end of the presentation. I do have to let you know that this presentation is being recorded, and the recording and the slides will be shared with you after the event. For those of you not familiar with the Maryland Apex Accelerator, it's our mission to help Maryland businesses compete in federal, state, and local government procurement processes. Our services are no cost to you. So if you would like advice, please complete our application form on our website, marylandapex.org. Okay. Well, good morning, Mahesh. The floor is yours.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mahesh Sabnani, and I'm the Equal Business Opportunity Program Coordinator with Howard County Government in the Procurement Office. Today, I'll be talking about our procurement process and some of the preference programs we have for diverse and local businesses out there. So we are the centralized procurement office for Howard County, providing these services to all county departments with integrity and transparency through cost-effective and innovative processes. We promote responsible stewardship of county resources and ethical use of taxpayer dollars, and encourage participation from diverse and local businesses and small businesses, and foster broad competition through a competitive bidding process to obtain high quality goods and services to meet the needs of the county. These are the topics that I'll be addressing this morning. First, we'll start about the procurement process, talk about how you can get registered as a vendor with Howard County, and then I'll talk about some of the programs we have for different groups. The first is the Equal Business Opportunity Program, commonly what we call it as the EBO program. Then I'll touch base on the Local Business Initiative, and finally wrap up with the Veteran-Owned Business Enterprise Program. To start off with the procurement process, so this is one of the common questions we get, that how do vendors do business with us? So we try to maximize competition. When we put out a bid, the award is to the lowest responsive and responsible bidder on competitive sealed bids, meaning a bidder needs to be responsive and really manner and provide all the documentation, licenses, and information that was requested in the solicitation. If it's a request for proposal or an expression of interest, then it's graded on a 100-point scale system, and the award is to the best value. So price is not the only determining factor, but the vendors are evaluated on different criteria that we sort out in the bid. And finally, because it's public dollars, public procurement, we are very transparent. If you go on our website, you'll find a wealth of information. We have all our current awards listed, all current contracts listed. You can see who the incumbents are, for how long the contract is in place, and how much the county is spending on these services. So we are very transparent. There's a wealth of information on our website. We ask you to go through that, and it might help you when you're putting in a bid to kind of develop your competitive strategy, your pricing strategy. You can see who previous bidders have been for similar services. So use that information to tailor your proposals and bids to us. So these are some of the agencies and departments that we buy for within Howard County government. public works being one of the largest. So then we have technology and communications, finance, fire and rescue, police, recreation and parks, uh, and some others. I would just like to note over here that we are the procurement arm for Howard County government. But within Howard County, you have different entities like the school system, the community college, and the libraries, and they do their own purchasing. So they have vendors need to register separately with those entities. Their budgets, requirements, and bids are different from us. So what do we buy? We buy pretty much everything for the county to be operational. So we buy goods like furnitures, paper supplies, services like landscaping, snow removal services, professional services like auditing services, legal services, architecture, engineering services, and then finally, our biggest spend is in construction. So we have a lot of renovations, new constructions, capital projects. There's also our budget on the county's website. So you can look at the capital budget, you can look at the county's operating budget. It gives you insights into what might be on the horizon. And that's a good way to see what might be coming down the pipeline. These are our bid thresholds. So we have smaller purchases up to $10,000. These are decentralized, meaning they do not come through our office. User agencies, departments within Howard County governments can buy up to $10,000 using what we call P cards. So basically, they are procurement cards, credit cards. We encourage them to select businesses from different databases that we maintain. And I'll talk about those databases in the future slides. So when a procurement increased the threshold of 10,000, so between 10,001 and 29,999, what we call as informal bids, those bids come to our office. At this price point, it becomes centralized, it comes to our office, and then we have buyers within our office which solicit quotes by phone, email, or fax. So usually it's phone or email, and we try to utilize diverse and local businesses. Anything over $30,000 is a formal bidding process. We also post our bids on the state's portal, eMaryland Marketplace, and we also have our own portal called Planet Bids that I'll talk about in a few minutes. So I did talk about how procurements are done for these different thresholds in the previous slide. Just wanted to highlight something on the 30,000 and over. So depending on the kind of procurement, we might determine what's the best approach for us. It might be an invitation for bid or a formal request for proposal. And also the last bullet point is any dollar value. So what we can do is we can piggyback what we call a cooperative procurement. So in instance, a vendor has won a bid that was competitively bid by any different government jurisdiction. Say, for example, somebody won a bid for electrical services with City of Baltimore. We can decide to write that contract. So that way, we don't have to uh, put in resources to put out a new bid. We can write that contract based on those terms and pricing. So vendors who have won contracts with different jurisdictions, it's a good way to let buyers within different jurisdictions know about that, so they are aware of this. So when they are looking for a similar procurement, they can decide to write a particular procurement. uh, Cooperative procurement is also done when we buy cooperatively. So different jurisdictions can bid together, or we can kind of buy from the federal GSA contract, or the Baltimore Metropolitan Council has a brick pack, so we can buy from that contract. So there's different entities that we can buy through using the cooperative procurement approach. Next, I'll be addressing vendor registration. So if you want to get notified about solicitations when the county issues solicitations, you can register in a vendor portal that we use. It's called Planet Bids. I would want to state that go to the Howard County's website, the procurement website, and then register on Planet Bids. That's why it's free for your business. If you just Google Planet Bids, you might be charged a fee. So Planet Bids is our web-based procurement system that we use. You can log into that, create a profile, and it takes few minutes to sign up. Once you sign up, you can get notified of bid in your uh, particular the services and the products that you provide. So whenever we are looking out for something, you'll automatically get an email. So when you go on our website and click on Planet Bids, this is the screen you'll see. So you'll see on your top left, it says new vendor registration. Here, you'll start to click and create your vendor profile. So once you click on that box, it'll take you to this screen where you'll fill in your company information and your email address and your SSN or your FEI number, and then sign up. You'll get an email to verify uh, in your email box. So verify that, and then you'll start with filling out demographic information about your business. Once you come to this screen, you'll start to add different codes. You can here search by different keywords, and we encourage you to include as many categories, select as many categories as they are applicable to your business, because I think you can select up to 50. Uh, this way, you won't miss out on anything, because when buyers are putting in bids, they sometimes can select multiple categories. So we don't want you to miss out on anything. Try to uh, uh, sign up with as many categories as possible. You can always go in and edit your profile. Say you start a new product line or a new service line in your business. You can always go in, update your email address, your categories, and so forth. Once you are registered, you can search for bid opportunities. Uh, on the same portal, you'll see on the top right, there's a box which says search for electronic bids. Once you click on that, you can see a screen, and these are the solicitations that we are currently procuring. You'll see a similar screen. So it'll list the solicitations that are open in place. So we advertise solicitations. Things change every week, so it's good. You can always look over here. You can look on the state's portal, but if you're also registered, you'll automatically get an email. Once you click on a bid, you see something that you're interested in, you can go in and you can get more information about the bid, the due date, the documents that are required. If there's any pre-bid or pre-solicitations meeting, you can also click on a list of prospective bidders that might afford you information if you are looking to uh, enter that contract as a subcontractor. So you can reach out to these prospective bidders uh, to try to partner with them. Once the bid closes, the bid results are posted automatically. You'll see the bid amounts, whether a vendor was responsive or not, and whether there were any minority, women-owned, or disabled-owned designations or veteran-owned designations for that particular vendor. Uh, the next topic is our Equal Business Opportunity Program. So Howard County is committed to diversity and inclusiveness, and through our EBO program, we try to increase opportunities for minority-owned, women-owned, and disabled-owned businesses through all solicitations that we conduct through our office. Through this program, the county has an overall aspirational goal of 20% that we strive to achieve annually. We also have a subcontracting goal, which is 15% on any contract that exceeds $50,000 annually. So if it exceeds that particular threshold, there's automatically a subcontracting goal of 15% on it. If your business is a certified minority business enterprise, women-owned business enterprise, or a disabled-owned business enterprise, you can count your certification status to 100% self-perform the subcontracting goal on a particular contract. You can still partner with. We do encourage to uh, meet the subcontracting goal by partnering with other firms, but it's not a requirement at that point. You can use your own self certification status to meet that goal. So we try to encourage EBO firms to respond to solicitations as a prime. We also work with our prime contractors to include EBO firms, whether it's being through a consulting relationship, a subcontracting relationship, or also buying material supplies. We also have a certification for these businesses because certification is really an important facet to foster participation by these firms. We also want to know that we are counting bona fide participation when we are reporting our goals and achievements through our goals. Uh, the certification process is pretty much straightforward and simple. It's on our website. There's an online application. It's free. Once you're certified, your certification is valid for 2 years. 90 days prior to your expiration, you'll get automatic emails from us to renew your certification. If your firm is based in Howard County, whether it's the headquarter or a second location, if you do have a Howard County location, then you can apply for certification with us, even if you're not certified with any entity. But if your business is not located in Howard County and you do not have any certification, so say you've never been certified as a minority women-owned or a disabled-owned business, then we ask that you get certified through different entity first before applying with us. So it could be through the state of Maryland or the city of Baltimore, for example. But if you have one of these certifications and you're not located in Howard County, you can still apply with us. The most basic eligibility criterion to get certified as a minority owned, women owned, or disabled owned business is that the ownership should be at least 51% owned, controlled, and managed on site on a day to day basis by one or more individuals defined either as a minority owned business, women owned business, or a disabled owned business. And I would like to add over here the service disabled veteran owned businesses can also certify under the disabled business category to get our EBO certification. We also do recognize different entities for certification. The state of Maryland Department of Transportation, right now, it's the DOSM, Department of Social and Economic Mobility. We also recognize the city of Baltimore and also the federal certifications like the WOSP or the STVOSP, for example. So once you get certified, we send in through emails, contract notifications. We list you on our directory. And if you recollect, I talked about smaller purchases under $10,000. So this is a directory that we encourage user agencies within Howard County to use because we want to try to increase participation with minority, women-owned, and disabled-owned businesses. We also host conferences and workshops that might be beneficial to your business. So when we are hosting something like that, we send out notifications on those events as well. We also share these directories, your business information with prime contractors when they are looking to meet the subcontracting goal on a contract. So right from smaller purchases through subcontracting opportunities, through opportunities that might benefit the growth of your business, we try to assist businesses that are certified with us to using these different mediums. The next program is for the local business initiative. So the EBO program was based on race and gender. The local business initiative is based on location. And the basic eligibility criteria is to have your headquarter or your principal place of business in Howard County. So if you meet this eligibility criteria, you can get certified with us. If you meet the criteria for both the EBO program as well as the local business initiative, I encourage you to get certified in both programs. Some of the benefits of the local business initiative are that, again, we try to promote local businesses for smaller purchases, for informal quotes. Uh, we try to utilize local businesses wherever possible to keep the paying dollars flowing within the county. Also, when we do an invitation for bid, and if it's a certified local business who is within 10% of the lowest bid, and if the lowest bid is a non-local firm, that then we may award it to the second lowest bidder in this case. We also, when we do a request for proposal, I did mention that we grade the proposal on a 100-point scale. So we may apply 10% towards a local business. So basically, if you're a certified local business, you're starting 10 points ahead of somebody else. So that's another benefit of this program. We also notify businesses for all solicitations that we do. Also, recipients of Howard County grants are encouraged to spend those funds with certified local businesses for any subcontracting opportunities. We do have a certification for this program. It's on our website. Again, there's no application fee. The only difference between this and the EBO is that this certification does not expire as long as you maintain your principal place of business in Howard County. Finally, we do have a veteran-owned business enterprise program. We do not certify in this program, but we do accept the U.S. Small Business Administration, which is the federal certification for veteran-owned small businesses. And the county has a 1% overall aspirational goal that can be met directly or indirectly. That concludes my part of the presentation. This is our contact information. Feel free to reach out. And again, visit our website, howardcountymd.gov/purchasing. I did mention we have a wealth of information on our website. So take a look, browse around, and if you want to reach out to me or any of the buyers that are listed, you can also reach out to different Howard County user agencies, market your business, send in your capability statements, and reach out and promote your business. At this point, I'll turn it back to Yasmin to see if there are any questions that I can answer for the audience.
Thank you, Mahesh. That was a great and concise presentation. So yes, now's your opportunity to ask questions by typing them in the chat box, or perhaps if you joined us after we started and you would like Mahesh to go over anything that he mentioned earlier in the presentation. So we do have a question. And it says, we provide drone platforms and services. Is it possible to see past awards from the county?
Yes, so that information is on our website. Once you go to howardcountymd.gov/purchasing, you can see the information under the current awards tab, and you can search by keywords.
Okay, great. Thank you. Let's see if there's any other questions. Yes, this is being recorded, and I will be sharing the replay link afterwards along with the slides. Okay, I guess this is somebody that joined after we started, and their question is there information of future procurement opportunities?
So we do not maintain a procurement forecast as such, but our current solicitations are listed online. Our current contracts are online, so you'll see the kinds of contracts we put in place. We have about 800 contracts. It's searchable by keywords, and you can see when a particular contract is expiring. So if you see a contract is expiring, say, for example, in December 2026, and there's no renewals remaining, I would say 3 months or 4 months before is a good time to reach out to the buyer. The name of the buyer is listed. You can reach out to them, and it's a good time to see when the contract will be put out for bid. So that's a good way to see what's going to be coming up.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. We provide a service that will never be advertised for bid. How would you recommend we go about exploring that in the county?
Well, you didn't mention the service, but but I would say uh, you can reach out if you once you identify which might be the county department or agency that might uh, be a buyer or who might have a need for that particular service. It's a good way to reach out to that department directly to see if there's any need. Uh, and let them know about that service, and they might see if they have a budget for it uh, or a need for it, and they can start to work towards that. So that's a good way to reach out to a user agency directly, and all that
Okay.
information is on our
Hmm.
website.
They updated their question. The service is we have a patent or a patent where we monitor licenses, permits, certifications to make sure they are compliant with the law.
Yeah, so reach out to licensing and permitting, reach out to finance. If you think there are multiple departments that might be able to utilize that service, you can reach out to them directly.
Okay, thank you. Well, it doesn't look like there are any other questions, so we will wrap this up. I'd like to thank Mahesh again for the presentation, and I will be sharing the slideshow with you shortly, along with a link to watch the replay. I'd like to thank everybody for participating. If you need Apex Accelerator assistance, please get in touch with us. Please sign up for counseling. Thank you, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you again at another Apex event. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.